Block text object details. The A-label program can use two types of text strings. These are called regular text strings and block text strings. The block text strings have many extra special properties that regular text strings don't have. To create a new block text object, select the block text tool in the lower toolbar. The cursor shape will change to a sideways capital T, and when you click once anywhere over the label, the program will create a new block text object whose upper left corner is where you click. The text will simply say block text. The default font is colored black and is a normal Times New Roman 10-point font. As with any object, you can right-click it to bring up a Properties menu item, or if it is already selected, you can just click the Properties button in the upper toolbar. You will then see a dialog box that allows you to set all the properties of the block text object. In particular, you will notice almost all the options are the same as for regular text strings. You can change the font family name and the font point size. You can also choose to set any of the bold or italic or font underline attributes. What is new and different from a regular text string are the color map type radio buttons, the word wrap option, and the vertical and horizontal text alignment radio buttons, plus numeric entries for the width and height of the block. Block text consists of a rectangular block with some text. The size of the rectangular block is independent of the text the block contains. One of the main purposes of associating rectangular blocks with text is to allow multiple text strings of different lengths to all have the same type of horizontal or vertical alignment. Here's an unusual example. Suppose we want 3 variable length text strings to all be aligned on their right vertical sides, as is shown in the next example label. To accomplish this type of alignment, we simply make the 3 rectangular blocks all have the same horizontal width and the same starting distance from the left edge of the label. In other words, all 3 rectangular blocks will have the same size and be aligned by both their left and right edges. To make this example, we turned off the word wrap option and we set the horizontal text alignment property to right for all 3 blocks. We also turned off the drawing of the block background, although in the designer interface you can still see the blocks when they are selected objects. If we were printing a series of labels using a database, the imported text strings could have various lengths, and yet each label would print, as in this example, because of the way we set up the block properties. We wouldn't have to change much if we wanted the variable length strings to all have the same horizontal center alignment. We would just set each block's horizontal text alignment property to center to accomplish that design. Now we can see the 3 strings have the same horizontal center position, even though the strings have different lengths. Without having a block related to the text, this type of alignment would be difficult to achieve. In a different example, you might want to center the text within the block, and you might want to give the block a background color. Here we have text with a colored background. We turned on the checkbox to draw the block background. We set the background color to green. We turned on the word wrap, and we set the horizontal text alignment to left. This example can also demonstrate the automatic word wrap that occurs when we change the size of the block. The text still hugs the left side of the block. We can change the horizontal text alignment to center, and each line of text will remain horizontally centered within the block, while at the same time the word wrap property is active. Next, we want to briefly discuss the dynamic color feature of block text objects. Dynamic coloring means the text can change its color automatically based on key characters found in the text. This is usually important when you automatically print a series of labels where the text strings come from a database. You may want to automatically color code the text. What is called a color map allows block text objects to automatically change their color. Another video explains color maps in detail. Here we just wanted to point out the group of radio buttons that help control the color of block text objects. Now we are going to load some simple block text objects. Here we see 3 text strings that have the same color and color properties. When we inspect the properties dialog, we find each string uses what are called fixed colors. Note the radio button shows Use Fixed Colors, No Color Map. Now we are going to show the color map dialog box by clicking on the button with the caption Color Map. We will select alphabetic characters and we are going to change the default black and white colors of the 3 letters E, M, and S to other colors. E, M, and S are the first letters of our 3 strings. Now back in the dialog box we are going to turn on the radio button that says Use First Character Color Map, and we are going to turn on the checkbox to draw the block background. Now you can see how the 3 strings have changed to the colors we specified in the color map. Other examples of using color maps might be based on the first digit of a key number, or they may be based on part of a date, such as the month or year number. In any case, color maps provide a significant capability and are a distinguishing feature of block text objects. Regular text strings don't use color maps. The remaining properties of block text objects, such as the rotation angle and the block centering objects, work the same as for regular text strings and other objects. The final property we wish to illustrate with block text are the vertical and horizontal text alignment options. Consider the following figure. We can see the block and the text is centered within the block. Now we are going to change the alignments so the text starts in the upper left corner of the block. Next, we change to the lower left corner. Then we change to the upper right corner. Okay, by now you should get the idea. There are 9 positions within a block. There are a left, center, and right, and a top, center, and bottom. Usually you will set the center position.